Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey everybody, what's going on? Happy Monday. It's your girl BondyBlue. I'm back, girl. We got a whole bunch of stuff to get into. Okay, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel as y'all come on in here. Okay, because girl, when I tell y'all I made the mistake of falling down the Jaguar Wright rabbit hole this weekend. I made the mistake, girl. I fell down a rabbit hole and a lot of things, because let me tell y'all what happened and why I fell down a rabbit hole. Okay, we're gonna talk about it in my members only live, at length, which is why there are no TV shows in the members only live today. That will be Wednesday. I'll give y'all Love and Marriage DC and that new show. Actually, I might do it tomorrow. Depends on what time I'm done with my hair, because I gotta get my hair. Yeah, I gotta get my hair redone. So shout out to Alicia. Okay, Lele my hair. Shout out to her. Because she's gonna do my hair tomorrow. And when I come back, if I'm not too exhausted, which I shouldn't be, she don't usually take that long, then I will go ahead and give y'all Love and Marriage DC. Excuse me. And that new TV show that they came out with on OWN. Did y'all see the new TV show that they came out with on OWN? Did y'all see it? Hold up, girl. Hold up. Before we get into the topics of this video, girl, when I tell y'all, I am so tired of clicking on Instagram and seeing Tia Kemp's teeth. Girl, tired. Where's Kamisha? Shout out to Kamisha. Kamisha Reviews on YouTube and Instagram. Shout out to her. Because she's always on the OWN shows, girl. Like, if she ain't gonna be on nothing else, girl, she gonna be on these OWN shows, okay? And listen, I need y'all to see this clip of this new show called Never Ever Mets. The Never Ever Mets. All right, girl. Y'all see this, right? I'm gonna play the first 3 seconds and then I'm gonna go back to my full camera, because you know how OWN get down, right?
Telling everybody that he's not in a relationship, that he can flirt, that makes me feel uncomfortable, and Chris is being very disrespectful towards me.
Okay. Hold up. Let me show y'all Chris.
Hello. Can you
See Chris right here? This is Chris right here. This is Chris right here. Right here with the soldier rat, with the you ain't a soldier boy. Put down your soldier rat, baby. Let me get the keys to the Rover truck. Listen, y'all see him with the
Can you go?
We all have one of those. Can you go? Who the is you talking to? Who are you talking to, sir? You can't be talking to me. He couldn't have been talking. He couldn't have been talking to the woman that he just took on a helicopter ride. Bitch. Took that lady on a full helicopter ride, love bombed the piss out her on his first date. All for him to act like this. Now, I didn't show y'all, right? Okay, so let me cover it up. Now, y'all tell me if y'all can still hear it.
Can you leave? Hello, bye-bye.
You want to ear hustle? Okay. Your girl ear hustling, so go ahead and continue.
Y'all
Telling everybody that he's not an
That's not the full clip. Where's the full clip? I need the full clip, girl. Here's the full clip. Can y'all
What y'all boys seem to not understand is that no matter how good you treat that woman, no matter how much time you spend with her or don't spend with her, she's always gonna look for another eventually. Me and Sandia, we're not dating. We're not like on an exclusive. She's not my girlfriend. I'm not her boyfriend. I talk to a lot of girls. I flirt with a lot of girls. I'm a guy that I get a lot of girls. I get girls very easy.
Chris is telling everybody that he's not in a relationship, that he can flirt, that makes me feel uncomfortable, and Chris is being very disrespectful towards me.
Hello. Can you go? Can you leave?
Okay, so this is a man that at the very beginning of the episode, my husband is paying more attention to the show than I am at this moment, right? So he like, babe, that nigga too perfect. Something ain't right. I said, yeah. He was like, babe, not only he taking on a helicopter ride, he listening to everything she's saying. Like he really engaging with her and everything. Nigga too perfect. This is what my husband said, not me. I actually started paying attention. I said, oh, all right. Yeah, nah, something wrong with him. I said, he's a psychopath. Those were my exact words to lyric. Oh, he's a psychopath. Fast forward to this scene. And he telling the men that he will give a woman the 3 most amazing days of her life and then ghost her. Because women are always going to leave you for another nigga. Mind you, that is such an unrealistic, I really need everybody to go and deal with their codependency issues that they have, their attachment issues. Please find a therapist, get some help. Okay? Because the truth of the matter is, we are only meant to experience one another. And sometimes you are not meant to experience somebody their whole damn life. Sometimes the relationship is only for a time. It's only for a little short period. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. Can't wait to see you this weekend. Relationships are not always supposed to last forever. And it's really unrealistic that so many of y'all will treat each other terribly in relationships based on the fear that the person is going to leave you eventually. Because essentially, treating someone like shit, love bombing them, and then ghosting them will definitely cause issue. And if the person has any type of self-confidence, they will stop fucking with you. Okay? Hard lessons you got to learn, child. But it's not even just that. Men know that when they show up in a certain light for a woman, not just men, people, period, pretend to be something that a person wants for a short period of time, long enough to get them locked in. It usually don't even take that long because people are so desperately looking to connect with one another that as soon as you connect with somebody on any level, as soon as you connect with somebody on any level, you looking to prolong, grow, and enjoy that connection. You don't realize the other person is so scared of being vulnerable, getting hurt, you leaving, that they won't even allow themselves to truly enjoy the moment with you. They fake they front for your sake, enjoy you for the moment, and then skedaddle on your ass before you can skedaddle on them. It's very weird. It's what a lot of people do, though. And that's what he was talking about on the episode. And I just love the fact that he sat there at that table of men on camera explaining it. That way, when we talk about these things happening, y'all can see it for what it is instead of always trying to act like that's not what's happening. There was another scene. Girl, let me see if they had, listen, There was another scene where this man is putting his hands on this woman, y'all. And the way he was doing it, reminds me of how men will try to act like a woman was like initiating the physical part. But what men will do, and I've had this happen to me before several times, is why I know what it is. They will pretend as if they're trying to be affectionate with you. So they'll grab you. That's why I don't like, you know how y'all always see these girls. This is the show. Thank you, Crystal. You know how y'all will see these girls in pictures with these niggas, and the niggas got their whole arm around the neck. I think I just saw a picture of Drewski and Ruby Rose like this, where his whole fat ass arm wrapped around this girl's neck. I never liked that. And I remember, some women are, oh, I love when a man hug me. I love when a man sleep with me in a fucking chokehold. Y'all love that shit, right? That's cool with y'all, right? But for me, what I recall is how men will put you in a situation where that shit is supposed to be affection, but then if y'all are going back and forth, it turns into aggression, which is what he did. He was holding her and she was trying to get loose and he wouldn't let her loose. And she's laughing because she's trying to downplay the situation, hoping that if she continues to laugh it off, he'll just let her go. Because she feels like if she actually shows how bothered she is by what he's doing in this moment, it'll only make the situation worse. So what does she do? She laughed, but you can see her trying to get away from him as he has his arm around her neck and another arm around her body, making it hard for her to remove herself from him, right? Eventually, he pushes her. So he's been holding on to her, keeping her from letting go, and then finally pushes her away. And she like, you gonna push me? Fuck. He then walks up on her. He walks up on her, gets in her face. And so she pushes him out of her face. And he does that. I've had that happen to me before too. These niggas will put their hands on you, push you or something like that, or do something, get in your face. You try to push them out your space. They've already pushed you. So now we're matching energy on some level. So he got in her face. She pushed him. He hurry up and hit her hand, did the thing. And she like, wow, you really like hitting me. Like, what the fuck? Because now she's angry because he's doing too much. So it was almost like as soon as she would respond the same way he responded, because then she walked up on him when he hit her hand. He then pushes her like that around her neck. And that's when she lost it and started swinging. That nigga would then probably turn around and act like it was her. He'll probably turn around and act like it was her. And that's the type of shit that aggravate me because this nigga is twice her size. And there are so many of y'all out there that because we know women are also abusive, women love to put their hands on people, all of that. Because of that, y'all will continue to ignore the fact that a lot of the times a man knows that he's stronger than you. He knows he could beat your ass if he wanted to. He knows he can overpower you, and he still proceeds to be physical with you. Y'all don't see that as a problem? Because I think about it like an adult and a child on some slick shit, because most women, that's what the physical, the distribution of power between a man and a woman is equivalent sometimes, especially when a man is twice your size. Men are stronger than you even when they are your same size. I used to be with a dude that was 5'6". I'm 5'3". That means he ain't that big. My husband now is 6'2". But this nigga was 5'6". And when I tell you, I could never, ever get out of his grip. Strong as hell and like to tussle. That was in my early 20s. Okay? Because I've learned that when niggas want to play fight, it's because they really want to put their hands on you. So you got to be careful of that. But everybody, y'all act like people be overreacting and shit. It's the same thing. We're going to talk about that in the members only live too. The Chris Brown shit. It's the same thing. I had a girl in my comments talking about, oh, so you ain't never smacked your dude before? I said, motherfucker, I ain't never hit nobody I've ever been in a relationship with my full strength. I just couldn't do it. I would try because people would hit me first. But I could not hit someone that I love with my full strength. Just could never do it. Couldn't. Even if they hit me first. Then on top of that, I'm not Chris Brown, bitch. Nobody's ever accused me of grape juicing them at a Diddy party. Nobody's ever accused me of pushing them downstairs. Nobody, like, these are like, y'all act like there are not levels to this shit. Y'all act like there are not levels to this shit. Y'all really like to just put everybody on even ground, and the ground ain't fucking even. It's not even. And that shit on that show was a perfect depiction of how people will try to act like a man and a woman are fighting, when if you actually paying attention to what's happening, the man is initiating all of the physical shit and the woman is fighting back. But y'all will act like they were fighting each other, as if he don't know he's stronger and she don't know she's stronger. I mean, she don't know he's stronger. We know these niggas is stronger than us, but you can't be no punk. Even as a woman, a lot of us feel like, man, you ain't about to punk me. You ain't about to put your hands on me. Because in our mind, we've heard the stories that if you don't pop back on a nigga, he'll keep doing that shit to you. Because men who put their hands on women are really pussy a lot of the times. And they rely on the fact that they are tussling with somebody that's weaker than them. Listen. So at the end of the day, the show is a perfect depiction of how you watch play by play, how niggas will incite and fuck over women, and y'all get online every day and act like because y'all can pick up a few of these women that ain't shit out here. It's a lot of y'all, but still, in comparison to the dynamics between men and women, when we talking about strength, when we talking about power dynamics, y'all completely ignore power dynamics all the time. Y'all ignore the nuance of situations, really try to make shit as black and white as you possibly can, just so that you can not have to hold anybody accountable, not have to be apart from the crowd, right? Whatever. We're gonna get into it, y'all. So make sure y'all like the video. But the members only live. We're gonna talk about a few things dealing with that. Because I told y'all I went down the Jaguar Wright rabbit hole. And when I did that, I found some old videos. And here's the thing that I was really enjoying about it. I really went down that rabbit hole because of the Jill Scott situation. Because in my mind, I'm not judging Jill Scott when I make this assessment. I'm just saying it don't match. Shit not connecting. And then I go watch Jaguar Wright, and it's explained to me why it's not connecting. And then I'm like, now I'm about to go down this rabbit hole because this bitch be looking manic in her videos. So it's hard to watch her and listen to her as a truth teller because of how manic she is. But oh no, almost everything she says in them videos be coming to fruition or have, you know what I'm saying, absolute truth to it. So I went down a rabbit hole, and we gonna watch that interview. They did another interview, Street Stars. And they putting a new one out today, but they already put one out a few days ago. And she said a lot of good shit in that one, and I want to go over it and watch it with y'all in the members only live, okay? So make sure y'all come through. The members only live is usually why I save the most problematic commentary, because I don't feel like arguing with you hoes. You know what I'm saying? At least not on, not with a like 1,000 of y'all. with a good 200, yeah, but like a 1,000 of y'all, I don't want to argue with 1,000 of y'all at one time all the time. I just don't. We'll get into the Jill Scott situation and all of that in the members only live, okay? Yes, definitely. So shout out to Erica De Niro, it's my girl. Let's get into it. So let's start here. Right? We talked about DDG and Halle and how people were saying that it was a possibility that they weren't together anymore, or broke up, had a little spat, they unfollowed each other, took pictures of each other for the most part off of their social media. So, in 2024, when you take your nigga off your social media, you take your lady off your social media, y'all probably on the outs, right? And I was just saying, well, I mean, it was only a matter of time, because at the end of the day, people don't know what parenting in everyday life with somebody really is. They get caught up on the romanticizing of relationships. And so because they don't have a real idea of what they're getting themselves into, they make these decisions, having kids, having long-term, monogamous relationships with one another, and nobody's really prepared for what's going to happen, right? And what's going to happen is taking care of a baby is a lot of work, and people are young. And if they don't have to do something, they probably won't do it, which will cause issue with the parent that has to do it, because their body is physically attached to the baby at the time. Okay. So I feel like we've seen it happen for a lot of people, whether they get married or not, where, people in long-term relationships decide they want to have children with one another, and the shit gets hard, and the women are primarily responsible. And so when they're not getting the help, it causes issues in a relationship. The men who are used to receiving all of the attention from the woman, they're used to, getting a lot of praise and feet rubbed and dick sucked and all of this type of shit. And now we got a baby. Now we got a baby that needs my attention, that needs my body, that needs me to breastfeed it, that needs me to hold it, like that needs me to hold its damn head up. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? You can do some of this, but most of this is going to end up being on the mom, because that's just what it is. That's going to cause issues in a relationship. It just is. And we've seen it over and over and over again. But when we say it, everybody try to act like you hating because you being real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not being said with no compassion. It's not being said with no empathy, at least not coming from me. But at the end of the day, when you could see it, you could see how it's going to go down based on what you're looking at, because you done seen it over and over and over again. This is what it is. Halle and DDG are doing just fine, a rep for the singer and actress says. The couple sparked breakup rumors this week after it was revealed they no longer followed each other on social media and appeared to wipe one another from their pages. Halle Bailey was also spotted enjoying her sister Chloe Bailey's set at Coachella without DDG. However, Halle Bailey's team tells TMZ that they are still together. And listen, I told y'all they was going to go back and forth. They're going to go back and forth before there's a true, real breakup. But y'all not about to unfollow each other and delete each other off social media and have a rep tell social media that, oh, they still together. Then why are they deleting each other off their pages? And I feel like it's because they trying to save face. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Like they low-key annoy me, because they're the couple that wants to pretend like they don't want y'all all in their business, but they keep putting their business out on Front Street. So for instance, a lot of people don't want to show their baby because the internet is weird and y'all don't know how to act, right? People be trying to protect their kids. I understand that. Perfectly understand that. But here's the thing. If you don't want people to see your baby's face, do us a favor. Post pictures, do little cute videos you can edit. But why get on Instagram Live holding the baby, trying to make sure the baby's head doesn't turn? And then when people are like, dude, if you don't want nobody to see the baby, get your ass off live. Like, why are you doing that? And then because people are saying that, he turns around and says, y'all are weird. Y'all want to see our baby so bad. Why y'all want to see our baby so bad? Do we want to see your baby so bad, or are you putting your baby on live and doing a lot just so we won't see the face? And it feels like you should just go chill and get your ass off social media then, if that's what's most important to you, to protect your baby. Instead of having the baby, turning the baby all kind of fucking weird ass ways to make sure that the baby's face doesn't turn towards the camera. I told y'all a while ago it was giving Whitney and Bobby. And when I said that, it wasn't like a drug reference. Everybody always thinks it's a no. It's when couples act a fool and do all kind of shit in the public eye. And then when people say shit about it, they get mad at the public. But y'all be out here acting a fool in public, putting your shit on Front Street. Like, for instance, every time Bobby got arrested for a DUI and Whitney shows up at the courtroom, Bobby, I love you, Bobby. Like, bitch, of course we're going to be like, this looks toxic to us. Of course people are going to say shit about it. And I feel like on some level, she wants to keep things private and he wants to put things on Front Street. And so what we're seeing is them trying to pretend like they have a united front about something that they're actually disagreeing about behind the scenes, is what it feels like to me. But either way, I wish the best for the young people and the baby. Health for them both. But I'm going to keep saying, if you don't want us in your business like that, back up off the social media a little bit. And ain't nobody saying don't make your money, but y'all really be like every day, whole life on Instagram Live, and then like, oh my God, get out of my business. Like, okay, girl. But you know, I'm sure they'll go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they're, you know, they'll do the hopscotch to jump in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. They'll do that over and over again until somebody gets tired. And then it'll probably get toxic. Okay, then it'll probably get publicly disrespectful on some level. We'll wait and see, but we're hoping for the best. You want to talk about people that y'all thought was really in love and all of that? Then they broke up and proved to y'all that it wasn't what y'all thought it was. Porsha and Simon, they stay in the goddamn news, okay? So apparently, Simon, hold on, yeah. Okay, in court documents obtained by Radar Online, Simon is denying Porsha's claims that he changed the locks and kicked her out of their marital home. It's important to note that the home was purchased by Simon prior to their marriage. He claims it's the only home he owns in the U.S. Per the report, Simon said he's been the sole payer of the purchase and expenses on the mansion since buying it on November 8, 2021. It goes on to say Simon informed the court that he's remained in the marital house with his children during the divorce, adding that Porsha has since moved back into the marital residence since filing for an emergency hearing. It's also important to note that Porsha does have her own $1.8 million home that she purchased when her ex-husband, Cordell Stewart, kicked her the hell out. We all know Simon can fake some paperwork based on his criminal history, so we'll just have to see how this plays out. I'm just saying, this is more evidence for y'all to please stop believing the cap that people give y'all about relationships. Relationships are never perfect. People are not ever always happy. And when people enter into a relationship on some fraudulent, fugazi ass behavior, it cannot be a love win situation like that. It's just not going to turn out like that. That's just not how those things go. Okay. So here we are with them doing tit for tat, filing. He wants to see, there was another one about him wanting to see Real Housewives of Atlanta footage, anything that they got on him or the house. He wants to see it. Like, he's exhausting. And we said this when it was happening with Fallon, that it was some real grimy, slick snake in a grass ass shit. But here's the thing. A lot of y'all want to see Porsha as a victim in this situation. Oh, yes. I think on another post, I said they are exhausting. I said they are exhausting because they are. They both are exhausting. Somebody you ain't heard all Porsha do. Bitch, don't get in no comments writing no damn paragraphs to me defending Porsha because I'm not going to read it. She's a bird brain that acts delusional, but she's a snake that's going to make sure that she puts herself first. Two things can be true at the same time. Not a victim in this situation at all. Because if you were really on some grace shit, if she was deserving of grace, she would have picked up on the fact that he was treating the other bitch terribly as well. And see, the problem is y'all always looking for a perfect victim, right? She's not perfect. She's not a victim. Y'all say that shit all the time when we talk about how these niggas be doing these women wrong on the reality shows on social media. Y'all always want to get in the comments. She not perfect. That's not the fucking point, bird. That's not the point. The point is, if he will treat any woman like that, he will treat your ass like that. Do you hear me? Or are you too far in the back? That's all. If he'll treat any woman like shit, if he'll embarrass any woman on the internet, kick any woman out, and have no real reverence for her, no real respect for her, that is a signifier of what he will do to you. It's a sign, bitch. Your coochie isn't different. It's only a matter of time because people are who they are. People are who they are. And y'all be online capping for people thinking that they've changed. And I'm trying to figure out what evidence of change have you seen? All I'm saying is, what evidence of change have you seen in order for you to defend somebody you don't know or for you to go back to a motherfucker that has disrespected you repeatedly? Moving on. TikToker Morgan Bailey says that random man from Atlanta posted revenge porn of her using a non-consented video. Now, y'all remember this young woman a while back? She had a little TikTok, thing going on talking about a series. And she would talk about, she'd be holding a baby, talking about that man in Atlanta who left, she was in like a short relationship with this man. She got pregnant. He was supposed to be there. Then he leaves her. And she just started calling him that random man from Atlanta. Well, apparently, once she blew up and went viral, the nigga came back and she let him back in. Let's hear what she had to say.
Father posted revenge porn of me last night, and honestly, I don't think any of us are surprised because this should be a major lesson for everybody on here, whether you hate me or not. When somebody shows you who they are, literally just believe them. You'll save yourself a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of energy. I could be somewhere balled up crying right now, but I'm literally not. I'm really calm about the whole entire situation because I know at the end of the day, literally, God has my back. God does not like ugly. I don't have much to say about the situation, but if you support that or you think that's okay, please go ahead and exit off my page and unfollow me and literally block me because that's actually disgusting. And you have to be so low from the depths of hell to post revenge porn on anybody, especially if the video was never even consented to. And I've never in my life consented to any video like that being taken. I've changed my content around tremendously from when I started TikTok because I know that my kid's going to grow up and see these videos. And I think people get it confused, but I'm a mom before I'm a TikToker. So when you guys see me making parenting decisions on other people's lives and this and that and bashing me for it, just know that I've literally been the one taking care of her since day one and without any help. I have a 20-minute video literally sitting in my drafts clearing my name on every single lie that I've been accused of telling on this app with receipts and dates to prove it. But honestly, I don't even have time to explain myself to strangers anymore at this point. If you hate me so much, you can unfollow. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'd rather lose followers than have any more drama on my page. And if you support anybody posting revenge porn on somebody and you think that's funny or you think that that's cute in any way, shape, or form, please go ahead and exit because you're actually a disgusting person on the inside and out. And there's a special place in hell for you guys. I'm a grown woman and I say wholeheartedly that whoever somebody's sleeping with has never bothered me. So the fact that people want to know and want to coochie monitor me so bad is beyond me because I have a kid with this person. Contrary to belief, I've never been a hoe. I've never been anything like that. I literally have probably the lowest body count that a 24
As if it matters.
24-year-old can possibly have. I think it's very normal to spin the block on somebody and give them another chance. You take it from me. If you literally leave,
it is very normal. Child, I've spun the we're not even gonna get into how much I've spun blocks. However, it depends on how disrespectful a motherfucker was to me. I feel like a lot of times y'all spin blocks on people that are really embarrassing y'all, humiliating y'all. And I feel like you, a nigga leaving you while you pregnant, destitute, fuck you and your baby. I feel like I don't know if I could ever take somebody back after they leave me destitute while I'm pregnant.
My page today, block me and never come
back. But to each his own. I'm not really judging her for that.
Back. At least just remember this one thing: when somebody shows you who you are, you let them and you run far away from them and you never give them another chance. This video is not for any sympathy or anything like that.
And you got to go through that a few times before you learn that lesson. Tell you the truth.
Just simply being the bigger person and growing up and realizing that some people just take stuff too far. The whole situation is just dead to me. I don't feel bad for myself. I'm not a victim or anything. Okay. I'm just really truly over it. And if you guys think that this is funny, okay, here you go. Have your laugh. Comment all the clown emojis as you can. But honestly, this is real life. And if I was telling the story years from now, you guys would be praising me. But since I'm going through it full speed and allowing the internet to view me underneath the microscope, For some reason that warrants me to have a shit ton of hate on this app and be called all types of names and a bad mom and this and that and every name underneath the book pretty much. But you guys can have a field day in the comments. Just know that when I go back to Michigan and I'm being labeled as a bitter baby mom, this is why. I'm protecting my peace and my kids' peace from here on out, and I owe nobody an explanation.
Okay, got it. All right. I was wondering what the point of all of this was. And not only just to serve as an example to y'all, you know, to not take fuck niggas back, but her saying that, see, when I get back to Michigan and that nigga ain't got no access to me or this baby, I don't want to hear nothing about nobody being bitter. And honestly, I agree with her because I feel like there are so many times when men do like things that really your access to your children should be revoked on some level. And I'm listen, Erica, when you're always saying in your videos that's your baby, that I really do feel like at the end of the day, when it comes to like a woman and a child, like that is your baby. And a lot of the times these niggas only want to make decisions about the child so that they can control the woman, so that they can hurt the woman. I see it in real time all the time. Niggas like, or not wanting to pay child support because see, this is a thing for men, right? Men really, really, really hate being generous. They do not like generosity. A lot of them. Okay. Not all, a lot of them. Okay. So even if they have it sometimes, if they're not having sex with that woman anymore, if that relationship did not work out, they no longer want to help her. Even if they have a child together, they don't want to help her. They want to make it as difficult as possible because they want to punish her because she doesn't want to be with them anymore. So when a woman decides, I'm not about to put up with this shit, just send me the check and get the fuck out of our face, I understand why. And with that, let's move on to Jeannie and Jeezy, because that's the people that come to mind. So Jeezy is backing off his bid for primary custody of his kid with Jeannie Mai. Because y'all know he initially wanted primary custody of the baby. And I really was like, has this nigga lost his mind? It really is giving you just want to hurt her. So you're going to try to get primary custody of you guys' baby, which is insane to me. Especially when you see that Jeannie is a good mother. Based on what we see on social media, we don't know them people when they're not on social media. But based on social media, Jeannie is with her daughter all the time. She teaches her daughter how to meditate. I know y'all was big mad because she didn't have the little girl's hair comb, but this is what happens in interracial relationships, okay? Nobody ever knows what to do with the little black child, the little interracial child's hair. It is what it is. And then y'all get mad at the non-black mamas about it. But at the end of the day, you should have been looking at them niggas like, why are you not helping? Where's your family helping? Like you, because you ain't got no family. You ain't got nobody to help. And you ain't doing shit like that. There's some dads that comb their daughter hair. But at the end of the day, it's given. Y'all niggas don't really be helping with these kids and then want to come in and take over because you want to hurt the mama. That's what it be feeling like to me. But I could be wrong, girl. Anyway, let's read what it says. It appears rapper Jeezy has had a change of heart when it comes to the potential custody agreement between he and his soon-to-be ex-wife, Jeannie Mai. The Lose My Mind rapper is now asking the judge to ensure that the two of them get equal parenting time of their 2-year-old daughter, Monaco, by setting up a temporary parenting schedule that allows for both parents to get the same amount of quality time with their child. That's in the best interest of the minor, per court documents obtained by ET. Months after rapper Jeezy claimed that this soon-to-be ex-wife Jeannie Mai was gatekeeping their 2-year-old daughter Monaco. It appears he's taking legal steps to ensure that doesn't happen anymore. According to court documents obtained by People on Tuesday, the put-on rapper, that really annoys me because I read so many of these articles. Why do y'all always have to reference what they've done? Just say the person name sometime. How many times y'all gonna reference a nigga songs? My God. Anyway, I put on for my city. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was one of my faves. Rapper has filed for primary custody of the child, citing his belief that she would have more stability. Now, here's the thing. I'm trying to understand, as a rapper and a entertainer, how is it that Jeezy has more time to be sitting at home with a child than Jeannie does? I don't even understand how that makes sense. I just saw him promoting something today. I don't understand how he feels he can offer her more stability than Jeannie, her mom, and her brother can. Like, Jeezy, you already told us and Neyo Long that you don't have no women in your family that you can rely on. So I want to know who you dropping the baby off with. Who's the baby going to be with when she's with you and you have to work? Because don't you have to work just like Jeannie has to work? But see, this is what y'all want to do. Y'all want to punish women when they have to do the same shit that the men have to do, which is go to work so that they can pay for shit. The documents go on to list other inner workings of Jeezy and Mai's arrangement with their daughter, including the fact that the rapper was initially living in the basement of their home as their divorce proceedings continue to play out. I don't know why they keep saying that as if the basement is some dark, dank place. Please understand, the fucking basement is like an apartment in these people's big ass rich house. Come on. Keep saying basement as if that's supposed to make us think that she done pushed Jeezy all the way down to the basement. Fuck out of here. Basement probably a whole apartment size. Get the shit out of here. However, the real co-host has allegedly since moved out of their home. And I wonder why she moved out. Because you was stressing her the fuck out even from the basement, probably. Making it hard for him to spend time with her or know exactly where the minor child actually lives or what or who is caring for the minor child while Mai is working. Jeezy also alleges that her brother and mother take care of their child most of the time. So why are you writing in your statement to the court that you don't know who is caring for your child, and then you turn around and say her mom and brother are the ones who primarily care for the child? And then you make it seem as if she leaves the child with them and is flying all over the world not seeing her daughter, when the truth of the matter is Jeannie's brother and mom travel with her. I'm trying to understand, how is it a bad thing for her to have her mom and her brother traveling with her to help her with her baby because she has to work? Who's watching the baby when they're with you? Because who's your family unit, Jeezy? He also claims that he wasn't able to see Monaco for 2 months because of Mai. Was it 2 months, or did you not see the baby? Or you saw the baby only 8 times? Like, which one is it? Because he said, I've only seen the baby 8 times. And now he's saying in this part that he hadn't seen the baby for 2 months. I don't know which one it is. Because if you've seen the baby 8 times, you probably were seeing the baby every other weekend since the beginning of the year. I'm just saying, y'all, like, I'm just making sense of it. As previously reported by The Rule back in January, Mcknight back at claims she was gatekeeping their daughter. According to previous documents, the former daytime talk show host legal team has cited the fact that her concerns for reasonable safety stem from guns presumably owned by Jeezy that had allegedly been unsafely stored while the toddler was present, and the lack of properly trained caregivers. These requests are grounded in, so it sounds like you have anybody around your kids and you had them guns out. The only thing that was stopping the daughter from getting to the guns was a gate. Okay. If y'all think that that's cool, that's fine. But in real life, you're supposed to have your guns in a locked box away from the reach of children. A gate that a child can climb over like the motherfucking Rugrats used to do all the time. that's not the safety precautions that should be taken with firearms, considering how many kids accidentally shoot themselves playing with guns that are left around. And it was a lot of y'all that kept acting like, oh, it's a lie about the guns. It's not a lie. When Jeezy responded, he said the gate was stopping her from getting to the guns. That's how we know that there was a gate there, because that he said there's a gate. He didn't say that the guns were in a locked box. He didn't say that. He said there was a gate keeping her from the area of the basement where the guns were. And I feel like that's crazy. They should be in a locked box. They shouldn't just be sitting out while you're in the shower because you think that the baby can't climb over the gate. That's all. I felt like that sounded stupid to me. So we don't know who watching the baby with him. He not putting the protective measures in place for those guns not to get into the hands of their baby. She felt uncomfortable, so she's making it hard for him to see the baby. And I know everybody wants to be mad about that, right? Because y'all want, black men want to be fathers. Let them be fathers. And I agree with y'all. I do. But I also wonder, when did he do all of this for the other 3 kids? When was the last time he saw the other 3 kids? Because to me, it sounds like you're doing a lot because you don't want to have to pay child support to her. Because even men with money want so badly to not have to pay child support. They talk about it on the internet all the time about how they hate paying child support. They've even made up the lie in their mind that child support was created to take them down, which is so fucking stupid and unrealistic historically when you look at the fact that that was created for the caucasity of it all. Everything. All of y'all government assistance was created for white people, not for black people. It just so happens y'all don't like taking care of y'all kids, so y'all end up in these situations. Just so happens. It's my coinkadink. Anyway, y'all, we gonna have to agree to disagree about the whole Jeezy situation. I don't really see it for either one of them, to be very clear. But I also recognize that Jeezy is doing a lot and is giving you're purposefully trying to control Jeannie by doing all of this with the kid, and you don't want to pay child support. That's all it's given to me. You don't want to pay child support. So let's move on. Simone Biles, y'all. And when I say, girl, Simone Biles is giving the Halle Bailey situation type of vibe to me. Let's see what she's talking about.
Viral interview where he said he had no idea who you were and the internet went insane.
How in the hell did you pull Simone Biles? How did you do that, bro?
Man, it's really how she pulled me, man. That's the question.
Oh, so you was really the catch in...
I always say we, the men, the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did, though.
Is what you said.
What was your reaction?
I was sitting on the chair. You just couldn't see me on the video. I just thought that was funny and I thought that was cute that he thought he was good at everything. And then I go on Twitter.
You think it's cute that he thinks he's good at everything? Okay.
And everybody's like, divorce this man.
So it's not true. He's not good at everything. And you think it's so cute that he thinks he's good at everything. Girl, okay.
He's mean. And I'm like, he's the sweetest. And he never said I wasn't a catch. He said he was a catch. Because he is. I've never met a man like him. A lot of people that meet him are like, oh my gosh, like I want a man like that.
Okay. So y'all, it's so funny. It's so funny that this happened because I recently had an interaction with somebody where, I was talking to this guy and I was like, that's your old lady. Girl was fine as fuck. Okay. The girl was fine as all get out. Okay. Body banging like a mug. And I was just like, that's your lady, right? And he was like, yeah. I was like, you lucky, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because she's very attractive. Like nice body. Cute chick, right? He says, I'm not lucky. She lucky. She the lucky one. I'm the catch. Because you know men the catch. And then both of these niggas start talking to me about how men are the catch. And I was just kind of like, niggas is wilding. Because I'm going to tell you why they wilding. Because if you don't see that you on some level are competing with your old lady, because if somebody tells you that this woman is a catch, this woman is amazing, and you are lucky that you have her, why do you take that offensively? Why do you take it offensively instead of taking it like the pat on the back that it is? And don't misunderstand me, because I've had people handle me like that too, where it seems as if when they see my husband, they're like, and they meet him and he's all nice. Oh, Brittany's so lucky. Brittany's lucky. Brittany lucky. And they saying it like, oh, you lucky because you, the way you are, probably wouldn't have been able to get no man like that. So you lucky. That's what they think. That's what it sounds like they're saying to me. So I get it. But at the same time, I was specifically commenting on her beauty. So as a man, for you to have procured a beautiful woman, that should be a pat on the back to you. When people be saying it to me, I know they're saying it because they feel like he's too good for me. We actually had a situation where some bald head bitch walked up on us and tried to act like she was confusing me for her friend because she wants her friend and my husband to be together. So she thought it was cute to walk up on us. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I thought you was my friend. Bitch. When I tell y'all, it took a lot for me to remember my age and what I have to lose. So trust me, I get the shade. I get the shade of people feeling like you're not as impressive as your partner. I get that. But at the end of the day, that's not true in my dynamic. My husband is very impressive, but I'm more impressive. Simone Biles. Yeah, you light-eyed, light-skinned football player. To a basic bitch, you're impressive. But to the world that can see them both, Simone Biles is more impressive. So when you act like you don't know how impressive your woman is to a public forum, it is obvious that you see yourself as competition. I don't see myself as competition with my husband. I know he's a catch. I'm aware. I'm aware, bitch. I know. My problem is the fact that everybody likes to act like, as a woman. As a woman. Girl, I was going to be able to pull that nigga anyway off just how I look. The fuck? Let's not even get into being smart, being attentive, being kind. Not nice, being kind. Being caring, being considerate, being great in bed, being generous and giving. Let's not even get into what's really impressive about me. Bitch, I'd have been able to pull that nigga off my looks, period. So don't ever try to come at me. And that's what I'm saying. Don't come at, like, this is the difference. People say that I don't get mad at my husband about it. Right? I don't get mad at my husband about that. People say all kind of shit. I don't give a fuck. This situation is different. He said that shit. He said it to everybody. He made it seem like she wasn't the catch. He was the catch. My husband has never responded that way. And I have only responded that way to my family because I be looking at them like, I know what y'all trying to say and fuck y'all because he's only this fine because of me. I was going to be fine anyway. The fuck? I'm sorry. You know how I get in my life. But I feel like Simone is annoying me with this thing. Okay, I know I'm all over the place right now, but fuck with me for a second. Simone is annoying me with this because I feel like y'all get online, y'all do these interviews, people respond however they respond. They clock something you don't want them to clock. And then you turn around and get mad at the public for clocking it. Girl, it is not our fault that we can see that your husband is in competition with you on some level. And he shouldn't be. And that's not a safe space to be in with a nigga. If a nigga sees you as competition when he's in a relationship with you, he will try to sabotage you. Do you hear me? He will try to sabotage you. And honestly, there's no reason for you to continue to tell the public how we were so wrong about what we saw. I can't stand being gaslit by fucking celebrities. I can't stand it. Because, bitch, you're not about to tell me that nigga wasn't thinking to himself, she the catch, I'm the catch, she chased me. Because I'm light-skinned with light eyes and a dick. And yeah, she might be Simone Biles, the world-renowned gymnast. She might be at the top of her game and y'all wouldn't know me if it wasn't for her. Yeah, that all might be true, but I'm the catch because men are the catch. Men are only the catch when they never have to say it. I'm going to say it again. Men are only the catch when they never have to say it. Because they just do it and they just are it. And the society we live in, if you a nigga that's on your shit, a woman is not about to act like you're not. If she's with you. Like that I'm just saying. I know everybody like to act like women are, but like in real life, let a nigga really be on their shit. Got a good job, make money, look good. Do you really think a bitch gonna be like, that nigga ain't shit? No. Because you want to be able to throw your nigga in somebody's face. Okay? Because you know y'all like to throw dick in people's face. Listen, hey, Cynthia, I miss you. Simone Biles sees marrying Jonathan as her greatest accomplishment. To her, he is the catch. And guess what? Because she believes that, that's on her. We don't give a fuck. But when you get back on the internet to tell us that we didn't see what we saw, I get aggravated. That's all. But if you feel like he's the catch and he feel like he's the catch and you a bump on the log or some shit that just so happened to be on the motherfucking cereal box, well then, bitch, that's your business. That's your business. He is a catch. He is a catch. I'm sure Jonathan is a catch, girl. We can see dimples, light eyes, play football, actually got signed. Yeah, girl, he's a catch. But to act like he didn't know who you was and say he's the catch, he's in competition with you. He let his slip show. And you don't want everybody to see that your greatest accomplishment might be not so great of an accomplishment. I'm just saying. Thanks, I miss me. Listen, girl, I be so happy when I see you in comments on Instagram because I be like, oh, Lord, was wondering where the hell is Cynthia? Okay? But yeah, y'all, I wish Simone Biles and Jonathan all the best. I really do. But you can't get on public platforms, let your slip show, and then get mad when people see it. That's all I'm saying. Just take the L and go sit your ass down somewhere. You don't need to do no more interviews talking about what happened. You don't need to do no more interviews telling people that you was mad about what was said. People gonna talk their shit regardless. They gonna talk their shit regardless. So to come back and talk about it, it let us know that shit caused issue in y'all household. Don't blame us. Blame that nigga for not knowing what to say on camera. Not taking the alley-oop when the other dudes was trying to save him. Because he wanted so badly to prove to everybody watching on this sports commentating show, his unknown football playing ass was the catch in the situation with the two of y'all. With your Olympic gold medalist ass. Girl. Thank you for the super chat, Cynthia. They be trying to drag me on egg, but I be holding them out. You do. You do. Let me tell y'all, I say what I say, and I might go back and forth a little bit, but I taps out on people because I realize a lot of times people show up the comments to argue with somebody. And bitch, you're not about to get the frustration you feel about your baby daddy out on me in no motherfucking comments, ho. It ain't gonna go down like that. So I'll go back and forth with you a little bit, but at some point I'm gonna tell you stupid, and then I'm gonna block you because I'm not about to keep going back and forth with nobody that think they know more than me and they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Because a lot of y'all be arguing with people about shit, and girl, it's like I wish I didn't know these people business as much as I do. Okay, listen, I know I hear you be saying that. I get them 3 comments and I'm out. All right, y'all, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into Brian Mcknight and Neyo. And then I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah. I think I'm good. I think that's it for this. So we're gonna get into Brian when we come back, and then we're gonna do Neo's weird ass. All right, y'all like the video, please.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Okay, hold up. Let me read these super chats, girl. Because Brittany 12, thank you for the super chat. Baby mama number 6 came out and debunked Morgan's story. She knew he had kids and paid him to be with her. Did she prove that she paid? Because I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't know who baby mama number 6 is, but when I tell y'all Morgan do not have to pay no nigga to fuck her, I promise you. I'm telling you that don't even sound true to me, but I don't know. I could be wrong, but that sounds like cat off rip. Deshaun, thank you for the super chat, boo. People don't realize the falling in love part comes in after the liking, usually in a healthy dynamic. Does it? Does it, Deshaun? Let me know what you mean by that when you say that usually in a healthy dynamic. Are you saying that people pretend to be, good and like it's a healthy situation and then they switch on you? Is that what you mean? Because the reason why I say that is because I feel like a lot of times, and even when I think back on it, just because you're having fun with somebody don't mean they didn't lock you in with something toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had relationships where when I look back on it, yeah, we was having fun, but I was also attracted to the toxicity in a relationship because that's what I saw growing up. That's what felt good and natural to me, to have an up and down. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I just saw something I wanted to read. She might have paid his bills because she looked like the type, but I don't think she paid him directly. And I'll say that, but they gotta wait, hold up. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Okay, listen. Y'all know I'm taking auditions. All right. Morgan paid him $30K. And I hear y'all, but I would need to see evidence of that for me to believe it. I would. Because I could believe a bitch paid his bills. She tried to justify it by saying she didn't have a debit card, something stupid. Okay, so she spoke on it too. Which special people are paying bandits for attention? Girl, when I tell you I wish the fuck, now I'll help a nigga I'm in a relationship with. Please believe that was one of the reasons why I would always feel away. Like, bitch, I'm the breadwinner. What is you talking about? I'm not anymore, but I was for the longest. And I used to be feeling away. I used to be like, the fuck you mean? Like, bitch. Mackenzie, thank you for the super chat. I'm 20 and I love your channel. You help me not be naive. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm glad that y'all are able to learn from what we talk about, because that's really what it's for. I can't really be giving a fuck about these people's lives like that, y'all. Like, I really just use it from a social standpoint, like, you know, social studies, bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's a social study experiment type shit. Okay. Jay Jersey, thank you for the super chat. 1.3, watching 510. Come on, people, get the likes up. Yes, like the video, y'all, please. Like the video. Let YouTube know y'all feeling what's going on over here today. Let me see. He exposed her when she was still talking about him bad on TikTok. Show the receipts. He came back when she was up and she fell for it. Okay. Okay. All right. I got y'all. All right. Well, listen, I told y'all, I don't know, Morgan. She paid him to do family content, basically doing shit he should be doing. Oh, so he came back and he wanted a part of what she had going on online. And so in order to make him feel good about it, she gave him some of the money. I mean, that's not really paying a nigga to fuck or to be with you. That's paying him a portion of what y'all are making by making the family content. You can look at that any way you want to look at that. At the end of the day, I feel like baby mama number 6, you online defending him in some type of way, and that's weird as fuck too. You baby mama number 6. I don't know what number this bitch is, but everybody needs to just take care of their children and leave these niggas alone. Cynthia, thank you for the super chat, boo. Brian Mcknight embodies every negative trait that's consistent with self-hating, struggle bandit pathology that we be talking about. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. That's why I brought him up. Social studies. Okay. Then he posted revenge porn. Exactly. That nigga ain't shit. That nigga ain't shit. At the end of the day, the problem that women have is their naivete, them believing that people can be different, them believing that you can just apologize and move forward and a person will learn from what they did and maybe not make those same mistakes. But what you don't understand is that people have to do a lot in order to prove that they're different, and nobody really likes to wait to see if they're actually different. You want to trial and error the situation. And at the end of the day, Morgan sounds like she's taking responsibility for her situation. So that's on her. You know what I mean? Hopefully she learned her lesson. Yes. Hopefully she learned her lesson, girl. But ultimately, that nigga still ain't shit. And anybody online caping for the nigga, i.e. baby mama number 6, bitch, you weird too. Now let's move on to this weird ass nigga who, when I tell y'all, Brian Mcknight is the worst. Brian Mcknight is the worst. And I can remember for the longest, y'all, 2000, because y'all know Brian Mcknight was all up on Martin, right? But I loved Brian McKnight's music, loved his voice, okay? There will never come a day you'll ever hear me say that I won't. I need to be without you. I want to give my all. Baby, just hold me. Simply control me. Because your arms, they keep away the lonelies. When I look into your eyes, boy, then I realize all I need is you in my life. All I need is you in my life. 'Cause I never felt this way about loving. Listen, my shit. Babe, I'm gonna call you when I'm done. Okay. Brian Mcknight. Sorry, I had to do it, y'all. There's so many songs. Back at One was such a great album. And I used to be so mad that Brian never got a Grammy for Back at One. Back at One was a impeccably good album from beginning to end, y'all. Ugh. Brian, why do you have to be like this? Brian, why do you have to be like this? Why do you hate yourself this much, Brian? Why, Brian? Why? Why are you doing this to us? And this is what I be talking about. Because everybody think, oh, Bondy hate black men. Bitch, you think I want to be like fuck Brian Mcknight? Lifelong love for Brian Mcknight. You really think I want to get on the internet and see Brian Mcknight being a dirt bag, deadbeat, self-hating, disgusting, egomaniacal, bullshit ass nigga? Do you really think I want that for us? Girl, I don't want that for us. I don't want that for us. I don't. I can separate music from a person, but only so much. Only so much. Like, for instance, I only feel good about listening to the R. Kelly records in private because he's in jail. He's in jail. And I want him to stay in jail. I don't want him to get out. I think there's a problem with those of y'all that will like a person's music, and so you exalt them. You exalt them for their music, and you totally ignore how fucked up they are as a person, as an individual. And usually I don't have an issue with that until there is a crossing, right? Where who they are as a person being fucked up seeps into their art, i.e. Chris Brown. Him being the ain't shit fucked up ass nigga seeps into his music. R. Kelly, him being the fucked up, grape juicing ass nigga seeps into the music. Yes, I can listen to certain songs, but can I listen to It Seems Like You're Ready anymore? No. Can't listen to it no more. Hate this nigga. Because I can't listen to Seems Like You're Ready anymore, because all I can hear is you saying that you thought you could have sworn the underage girl was ready for you to fuck on her. So no, it'd be hard. It'd be real hard to separate sometimes. It depends on how much you make me dislike you, which is why motherfuckers should stay off social media when they this much of a bad person. Just make music and shut the fuck up.
So lastly this week, I want to big up my man right here. See, he gets
the ones that keep saying, what about his other children? Some families are pure evil and can blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the kids are evil now, all of them?
In order to live a life that you love, you have to get rid of the evil and the negativity, even if that evil and negativity is related. We want everyone to live a life that you love. Our hashtag, that's what it means. Hashtag.
So your kid's been evil this whole time? Even when you was helping them, even when you had them on the road with you, even when you was taking pictures and smiling and shit, all of them years, them kids been evil? Oh, okay. All of them, all the black kids evil, all three of them because he tried to act like it was out of wedlock, but it wasn't. He was married. He was married and had the two boys, I believe. And then there was a girl that was had in an outside relationship that the first wife actually helped and raised, I believe, or was a part of the girl's life in some way. I could have that wrong, but either way, Brian, all three of your black children, the ones not mixed with Asian, those are all the evil children. Okay,
I gotta live our life.
Is evil blackness? Is that what you equated to? Let us know. Do you look in the mirror and hate yourself? Are you gonna hate a partial percentage of that baby that you just had with the Asian lady? Because it's still half you, nigga.
But no,
y'all, I'm sorry. They just reminded me how he named the new baby Brian Mcknight Jr. as if he doesn't already have a Brian Mcknight Jr.
In order to do that, you have to get rid of all that evil and negativity. There's so many angry and upset and negative people out there. We want to use our platform as a place of positivity.
Is that what you think you're doing?
Platform. So hopefully, who knows, next week, maybe I'll only respond to positive comments.
How are you going to do that?
We'll see you next week.
You're the evil one. How are you going to only respond? Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, let me see. Mcknight was married in 1990 to singer-songwriter and his college sweetheart, Julie Mcknight. They had 2 children together. They divorced in 2003. Mcknight also has a daughter he fathered while married to Julie and a son from a previous relationship. So he got 4 kids all together. And then he just had this new one. In 2014, he began dating Dr. Leilani Malia Mendoza, a pediatric neurophysiologist and they announced their engagement in May 2017. On December 29th, 2017, Mcknight and Mendoza were married. Mendoza has 2 children from a previous relationship. Mcknight and Mendoza had a son who died in infancy. Oh my God. In December 2022, Mcknight and Mendoza had another son. This is the one I saw, Brian Kanoa McCoy Jr. Mcknight legally changed his name to Brian Kanoa. He changed his name to the name so he could match with the son. Basically, so he could erase the first child. Let's see. Mcknight was raised a Seventh-day Adventist. Religion was important in the Mcknight family, with many generations being Seventh-day Adventists. His grandfather was a pastor of a church. His mother played the piano and sang in a gospel choir in Buffalo's Emmanuel Temple. Being the youngest of 4 boys, Mcknight became a member of an a cappella gospel quartet with his brothers. He also attended Oakwood College, a Seventh-day Adventist university in Huntsville, Alabama from 87 to 89. In his second year, Mcknight got in trouble for violating Oakwood's rules about dormitory visitors for having his girlfriend in his dorm room. They were both expelled. Let me slide up. Let me slide up. Where's the personal life? Let's go. Mcknight, college sweetheart, Julie Mcknight. So you and Julie, you and the first wife who you were married to for over a decade, the 2 children you had in wedlock with that lady even accepted an outside baby, from what I understand. You got her and you kicked out of school because she was in your dormitory. So y'all was together for all them years. And let's not even talk about the fact that she is a singer-songwriter herself. I wonder if she's credited on any of his music. I just wonder. I'm just saying, because his biggest albums came out during the length of their marriage. Brian Mcknight, 92. I Remember You, 95. Anytime, 97. Bethlehem, I'm guessing that was a Christmas album, 98. Back at 199. Superhero, 2001. U-Turn, 2003. But I specifically remember the Anytime and Back at One albums. Do I ever cross your mind? Anytime. But yeah, y'all. It sounds to me he's trying to rewrite history. Because I heard they were trying to basically act like those other children were made in sin, and that's why they're evil or some shit. Girl, I don't know. All I know is, you listen. You know, I think that Julie Mcknight was the one that probably helped him write songs and was giving inspiration and all of that. That was some of his best fucking music. He was abusive to her. There were claims of domestic violence during their marriage. Really? I didn't know that. The new wife is trying to secure the bag for her children and said, F them other kids. Too many of them anyway. I never liked this man, even as a kid. I forgot about Anytime. Child, that was the shit. I miss you. This story confusing. What's confusing, boo? What you confused by? Let's just say toxic R&B sells, and he's now catering to his toxic energy to compensate what that he is. I believe you, child. And the fact that one of the sons got cancer and he's online talking trash is whack. Are you serious? I didn't know his son had cancer. That's terrible. The ex-wife Julie is coming out with a but bitch, I can't wait to read it. I cannot wait to read it. I can't wait to read it. Okay. What is it? Connie Morgan. That's what we're gonna do, girl. I can't. As far as Brian, the irony of him making all that beautiful love music, but even the devil was the angel of music. I mean, hey, even the devil, yeah, I got you. Yes, that's what they said. Lucifer was in a choir, child. That's what they said. I always question the women that get with men who would disown their other children. What type of woman are you? Same with the chick with 50 Cent. Child, they all about themselves. That's what it is. I can't worry about them. You know, it's a whole bunch of people that give no fucks about community. Like they give no fucks. Everybody's been kind of raised to have individualistic mindset. You know, oh, I only care about the people that's in my family. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. That's kind of how society has been bred to be, but it's problematic because what ends up happening is there's no way you could really teach your family and really have your family take in morals when the morals are also not being shown in the community around them, right? So if the community doesn't give a fuck about the kids in the community, don't give a fuck about nobody that's not in their household, eventually they're not going to give a fuck about the people in their household either. Like that's just what it is. Okay, like that's just really what it is, girl. Let me see. Hold up. Anthony coming for you. Thank you for the super chat. I stopped liking Brian when he played a grape juicer on this show called Platinum back in the day. Like, why were you willing to play a grape juicer? Child, Scully talk on life. Thank you for the super chat. But this cannot be helping ticket sales as he is on tour. The more Brian talks, the more he is trash. That's how I feel. Saying thank you for the super chat. I'm so late, but I'm here. Thank you for being here. Okay. Thank you, J Jersey Girl, for being a member. Thank you, Laquita and Vanessa, for becoming members as well. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so I think we're good. We're good. All right, let's move on to the last one. But yeah, I'm just annoyed with Brian. I just would like for him to stop. Okay. Yes, with the Royce, you notice the Rolls Royce. Notice how he is leaned over in that video to show us his Rolls Royce symbol. Girl, I see it. It's for clout because they do anything for clout. I also feel like Brian Mcknight is tapping into the crowd, you know, the crowd that hates black women. Brian Mcknight taps into that crowd because we all know that this is an extension of him hating black women, right? Right? You're gonna hate the kids that came from black women, right? Right? I thought he was, you know, one of us. Listen, don't put it past them. When people become super righteous Christians, it feels like they denounce their blackness. It's not even that, not even just that. It's that, but it's not even just that, girl. When they become super righteous Christian, it also makes you feel like, what are you trying to release shame and guilt from? Because whenever people dive deeply into religion like that, it's because there's some shame or guilt that they're trying to absolve. And they feel like, you know, being some devout Christian that goes around, you know, pushing that on everybody else is going to save them from their shame and their guilt, but that's cap. So, you know. Nice try, girl. Yeah, Brian's disgusting. Let's move on to another disgusting male as the last topic before I get out of here. Because the members only live is at 2:30, I believe. So yeah, make sure y'all come through for that. If you're a member of my channel, we're gonna get into some real shit on that one. So yeah, Neyo says he thinks polygamy should be legalized. I don't need the government to tell me what I can do and can't do regarding my personal life. Let me tell you something. I think America needs to figure out a whole bunch of other shit before they can get to polygamy being legal. And the reason why I say that is because everybody is not a rich man. Y'all already like to marry woman after woman after woman and not tell anybody. Like niggas actually like to go around and pretend as if they're not married. Like, no, that would make it too easy for y'all to continue to take advantage of women using marriage, because men, I believe, do take advantage of women using marriage because marriage is seen as a graduation of sorts for women in life. Like once you're a wife, you're so important. And I think that because of that, women feel like being a wife puts them on a pedestal, right? So when men, you know, walk around offering pedestalization, the women are excited by that. That makes it easier, I think, for men to scam you. I think it makes it easier for them to get away with having all these different families and not telling you about it. I just don't think that would be smart in America at this point. Like y'all can't even pay for the kids that y'all have. Y'all don't want to pay child support for the kids y'all have. Y'all really want to go and financially bind yourself to more than one woman? That's what y'all want to do? Really? When the majority of y'all, even when y'all do have money, y'all don't want to take care of these women once they're no longer with y'all? I don't see that being advantageous. I just think that Neyo wants to feel like his way of life is normal and it should be fine. But at the end of the day, Neyo, I don't even think you're not going to be a traditional polygamist. Like, that's not what I see it as. I see you as somebody that likes to have several women around you to make you not look gay.
Married before. What are your thoughts on legalizing polygamy?
Legalizing polygamy? I don't know. It's illegal.
It's illegal. You can't get married, but you can obviously have more than one girlfriend.
Obviously, as he walks down the street holding the hands of these two birds.
I feel like in the realm of love and romance, you should let people do whatever the hell they want to do.
Yeah?
Can't see how it's hurting anybody.
Exactly. Do you think it should be legalized?
Sure, why not?
Would you fight?
I like his glasses.
With the in DC with the lawmaker.
You know why this is bothering me? You know what it's reminding me of? It's reminding me of when R. Kelly would have the two girls. You remember the two girls? The two girls that R. Kelly had up until the end, and he would go out and they would all be together. And listen, y'all know. I don't have no problem with unconventional relationships at all. Okay. I feel like people should do what makes them happy. Like he said, as long as everybody is in agreement and it's not hurting anybody. But this feels disingenuous. This feels just icky. I'm going to just be real. This feels icky. This feels grimy. Listen. I just want Neyo, and then I also feel like Neyo has like, having babies with all of these like prostitutes and shit like that. And there's nothing wrong with, having babies with prostitutes. Y'all know I don't shame the sex workers either. Do what you do. But it's just something about him that feels reckless and dangerous and like a snake. The energy of it just doesn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? So very hypersexualized. Like, it's just a lot going on with Neyo that just makes me feel like
no, because to be honest, I don't need the government to tell me what it is I can and can't do.
Yeah.
It's my personal life. So,
but if you wanted to get married to more than one woman, would you consider doing that? Or would you want to even get married to multiple women?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoever is the TMZ interviewer, like, I low-key want to say get a life. I know this is her job, but girl, what the fuck? Would you please leave these weirdos alone and let them shop and pee?
I'm not gonna let it ruin my day. Okay. The people I love know I love them and they love me.
But why don't you write songs about dating multiple women? You're always just like, gassing up one lady at a time when you're writing music.
Not gassing up one lady at a time.
I mean, the songs come out depending on the situation and the circumstance.
Okay.
This is the first time that I've been in a relationship or situation like this. So.
And how is it?
No, you mean openly, because everybody knows when you was with the wife that I don't even know if you fully divorced from that girl yet, Crystal. You was getting the other prostitute girls pregnant. We know that Crystal used to be a stripper / prostitute, allegedly, okay, before Magneta. After Magneta. So, he has a thing for like living on the edge in a sexual manner. And, everybody feels like because they have money that they have life figured out. But Neo's weird to me. I'm just saying, he's weird.
Say that no songs about it will come to pass. They'll come.
I love it.
I don't force it when it comes to music. It happens naturally.
No, it feels like you pump fake in your music. Y'all project bullshit in y'all music. Y'all don't really tell the truth in y'all music because y'all want women to be all so filled with love song, so tied up. Yeah, y'all want women to be on bullshit. Like on some level, even though both of these women are there, they see each other, they know it's a threesome going on here. I'm sure on some level there's some gassing of heads and some delusional bird brain shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not ask the women any questions? The fact that they were quiet the whole time is another thing that made me feel weird. Like,
you recommend the situation you're in now?
No.
Why?
I don't recommend anything to anybody. What works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. So
girls,
find out what works for you.
Can I ask your girls, would you want to get married with two women and Neyo? Something you'd be open to? Do you guys mind dating multiple?
Like, can y'all talk? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Like, he is corny. It's all weird. Okay, before we leave, y'all, we're gonna do one more thing. Okay, we're gonna do one more thing, because I kind of do want to. I kind of do want to do this on a public live. All right, y'all, give me 1 second. Okay. So y'all, when I woke up this morning, Beyonce was all up and down my timeline. And it's because Beyonce has never done a voiceover on a reel ever. Ever. She ain't never just been like, let me just say something to y'all right quick, right fast about how I was feeling my day. Like she don't do nothing like that, right? She does, that's not how she be, right? Everything is, orchestrated, all of that. The only reason that I want to play it and watch it is because I was watching Sloan Bella. And Sloan Bella was talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce. And talking about how they're going to have to start changing the dynamics of how they relate to the public as time goes on. And I remember when I watched that a few days ago, I remember thinking to myself, they're going to have to get more personal in some type of way. My mind thought show or, maybe social media stuff, you know what I'm saying? And, my mind just thought like they're going to have to like get online and be a little bit more personal. You know what I'm saying? They're going to, I mean, I had the thought, right? And then here we come with this ad for the hair care line.
2, 3, 4.
Now that CECRED is known for the quality and what it does for your hair, I think it's about time I show y'all what it does for my hair. I love the lather. It's very soothing. The smells. Because my color was fresh, we used the rice and rose water ritual.
Why is she playing her music in the background, y'all? I ain't got time for her with this.
I'm really proud of the quality. I do use a tiny bit of moisture seal before flat ironing. The stigma and misconception is that people that wear wigs don't have long and healthy hair. That's some bullshit because it ain't nobody business. I'll get back to my...
Okay, that's some bullshit because it ain't nobody business? That's such a weird thing to say. I'm sorry, y'all. That was such a weird thing to say to me. Her hair looks so good. Her hair looks so good. It looks really, really good. I don't know why people would think that Beyonce wouldn't have a head full of hair under her wigs. A lot of us just felt like, I don't know why you think we would buy hair care products from you when we've never seen your hair. That's all. It's not that we didn't believe, but why would I buy hair products from somebody whose hair I barely ever see? But it looks so good. And this is what was needed. This is what was needed. You know what I'm saying? She real close on the mic. You know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit. Like she cursed and everything, y'all. I know don't nobody know how to feel because whenever Beyonce curse, y'all be like, oh my God. She looks amazing. She looks amazing. The hair looks amazing. She look a little disassociated, behind the eyes, but I'm gonna leave mother alone. Because I know y'all don't be wanting to hear what I really be, feeling and thinking, because y'all think Beyonce is perfect and y'all think she's like a, I don't know what the fuck y'all think she is, but I think I see a regular woman that's just super duper famous and talented. But I sometimes listen, girl. She do look disassociated. Like she ain't all there. I'ma just say I'm paying attention in a way that I think a lot of people are not. I think something is going on behind the scenes. Like all is not perfect and well and all of that. And every time I see her and Jay-Z out on dates, as cute as it looks, she always looks glossy-eyed, which makes me feel like she's disassociating, which means she's like, you know, I'm here, but I'm not here type of energy. And I've been clocking for the longest that everything is so perfectly orchestrated that I can't believe anything authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't feel authentic a lot of the times. Yeah, no, it that's not what it's given. That it's not giving that. Yes, very doe-eyed. Yes. She does look bored. You know what I'm saying? She does look bored sometimes. And then other times, like y'all remember that time she was on the basketball court and she was just nodding back and forth like this? That moment right there, ever since then, I've just seen a lot of that. And I just wonder what's really going on with her. And I think one day we'll figure it out. But I do feel like I was right on Tasha K. When I was on Tasha K, I said that I thought it was on purpose that Jay-Z was in Japan with her and that they started this very American-ass album tour in Japan. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was very weird to me. And I thought that was on purpose for them to be on the other side of the world when all of this shit was going on with Diddy. It just seemed purposeful. Like it was happening like on purpose in that manner. And I remember thinking to myself, everybody keeps saying that Jay-Z's next, Jay-Z's next. And I'm like, Jay-Z's smarter. And so I don't know what they're going to like bring up about him. Now I've seen the TikToks about the girlfriend that, you know, allegedly had an aneurysm and, you know, everybody's having heart attacks and aneurysms around people. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? But this is what I will say, and I'm going to leave it with this. I'm only 36. And y'all, I don't have a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular person. But I do know that when a woman is fully in her confidence, she's not worried about what a cheating ass nigga is doing. So when I hear Beyonce repeatedly writing songs and performances that are basically, I ain't giving up my man, I'll fight for my man type energy, that shit, it just makes me feel like you're not as evolved as you appear to be. And that's what I noticed with Jill. You know what I'm saying? Not as evolved as you appear to be. Because if you were evolved, the conversation would be slightly different at this point. And I feel like Beyonce is continuously writing and performing music that comes off like a woman that feels like she always has to fight to prove her love. And if we're being fucking real, don't we all feel like Beyonce should never have to be worried or fighting or jealous of Jay-Z with no bitch because she's Beyonce? You know what I'm saying? So the fact that that's still a topic of conversation, you know what I mean? It just listen, something's going on with all of us. You are absolutely right. But people like to act like ain't nothing going on with Beyonce and them. People like to act like everything is exactly as we see it and there's nothing going on. I'm feeling like it's getting harder and harder to ignore how many times I see her looking glazed over. You know what I'm saying? How many times I feel like people are clocking a pattern of behavior with the two of them. And it's just life. You know what I'm saying? It is just life. This is just social studies, y'all. Observations. Ain't no judgment. There's no judgment. But I'm always going to clock when I feel like someone's image is being manipulated to the public. Because what happens with the public is y'all start to believe manipulation and then you start to adopt it in your own mind and in your own life. You start to have values based on lies. You start to judge and act like a nutcase over people that are manipulating you and perpetrating lies to the public in one way or another, which is why there needs to be a safe distance between you and any celebrity. any artist, any social media person. There needs to be a healthy understanding that I love this person's work. They're amazing, but I don't know them in real life. I don't know them in real life. And so what I see can be true and it cannot be true. Yes, she's human, but people don't see her that way. Because whenever somebody says something that seems, like for instance, I'm sorry, my first feeling when I saw the Cowboy Carter album was someone cosplaying a white woman. And if we are really trying to be a Black woman in country, why are we whitening our image for it? Why does it feel like, KKK on horses with flags burning in people's yards? Why does the image give that? And that's because there's a disconnect. There's a disconnect because people like to act like they're deeper and they're smarter than they really are. And y'all eat that shit up. And whenever somebody who is not in this, illusionary mindset of just loving everything somebody does, and you say, hey, I don't like how that looked, that felt a certain way, y'all want to jump on the person that says, I don't like how that look, I don't like how that felt when I saw that. That's not what she meant. She was talking about Black women. She was doing this. Y'all online, big mad at me and anybody else that looked at that album cover and ain't feel nothing pro-Black about it. Just an observation, just an opinion. It's not even that deep. Ain't nobody stopping Beyonce from doing the fucking thing. But y'all get so mad. Y'all get so mad. Y'all get so upset at any type of critical thinking as shit she puts out. And that's what I want y'all to stop doing. I want y'all to stop standing. I want y'all to stop thinking that that's cool. I want y'all to stop thinking that that's healthy. It's not. She's a person. Shit may not be what you think it is. And you need to create some space between you and the entertainer. Because you don't know that lady. And y'all do the most. Okay? That's all. But the hair looks amazing. The hair looks amazing. The products look good. I've heard great things. We always want Beyonce to win because we love Beyonce. But at the end of the day, I said what the fuck I said. And we could be mad or, y'all can come out of a bag on me. It really don't make any difference. Okay? Because y'all be really on some Barbara, this is Shirley shit about people y'all don't even know. Mary Sparkle's like, well, thank you for being a member. Bondi, thanks for coming to us with the real and teaching us what it means to use your discernment. That man is weird. Thank you. I appreciate you, love. Sion, PrettyLittleThing, Lady Bell, thank y'all so much for becoming members of my channel. Pronounce Kanisha. B always looks drunk to me. Thank you, Kanisha. Thank you for letting me know how to pronounce your name. Because you was gonna be Connie girl. Thank you, Kanisha. Marty, thank you for the super chat. She looking like lemonade Beyonce, sad and out of it. TMC Flan, thank you for the super chat, Talia. Okay, come on, Major T. Hi, Bondi. It's kind of like there is a firm behind Beyonce pulling the strings, like the firm behind the British royal family. Thank you for another super chat. On the illusion part, I can't lie. She lost me during some of the visuals during the Renaissance tour. And that's okay. And I feel like it's almost like if you're not on the bandwagon and for everything, if you're not loving every single thing, then motherfuckers want to stone you in the streets or some shit like that. In the internet streets. Okay? Also, the decade of your 40s is pivotal for women, especially Black women. You end up saving yourself or staying the course of unhappiness. Ooh. Let's save ourselves, people. Let's save ourselves, okay? Well, I'm done. I'll be back at 2:30 for my members. So I hope y'all enjoyed this one, and I hope I see y'all in the next one. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, come back, because I'm always going to keep it as real as I possibly can, bitch. See you in the next one.